Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Peyton. You'll hear me re-answer that question in about 20 seconds probably, but yeah, my name is Peyton. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video. So I'm gonna answer some questions whilst I do my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy. Here's my makeupless face. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup while I answer these questions because otherwise I feel just like kind of nervous sitting here, I think. Anyway, question one. What is my name? My name's Peyton. My name's Peyton. My age and my birthday. I am 21. My birthday is February 16th. I'm an Aquarius. Here's my birth chart for all the witches that want to read it. And I'm kind of a new witch, so I'm starting to learn a little bit more about like what that means, like my birth chart and stuff, but it's pretty fascinating, so let me know your opinions and if you think I'm terrible or not, I suppose, because people do tend to have pretty strong opinions on the signs, so let me know. Next question is, where are you from? I am from Western North Carolina, a beautiful little area I live in. I actually love it. It's very mountainy, it's very beautiful, and very inspiring area to live in my opinion. I love it. If someone wanted to really understand you, what would they read, watch, and listen to? If y'all wanted to get my vibe or what I connect with artistically, kind of, those are all very creative things, what would I tell you to read, watch, and listen to? Well, I would tell you to read Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. It follows a story of a young girl who struggles with PTSD and non-suicidal self-injury disorder. I just think it's honestly a beautiful portrayal of healing and how, you know, recovery is not linear and there's so many thoughts that go through your head when you are someone that struggles with an addiction like that, and it's not just a high school phase, it can be a real addiction that affects you day to day, and I just kind of like the way the book touches on that and how the main character uses art to cope, because I really relate to that. Trigger warning, self-harm, you know, talks of like that and suicide and other things, so definitely a hard read mentally. What would I have you watch? Shit. Well, movie or TV show, I guess it would depend. If it was a TV show, I told you watch BoJack Horseman. I watch it probably 3 times a year total, all seasons. I've been obsessed with it for 4 years. It makes me laugh. It's comforting. I love all the characters. It's dark humor. I feel like if you want a taste of what it's like to hang out with me, the dark humor and that show's fairly. And what would you listen to? Lord. I hate to bring the crowd down with this one, but I think I'm gonna have to say something by Radiohead. So every time I hear Radiohead, it really does transport me back to like high school and walking in like with my headphones in, and like I didn't have any friends besides one girl, and she was low-key just not very nice to me. So every time I hear Radiohead, I really do just get transported back to that point in my life, and like honestly, like I don't ever think I really got past that. So let's say Let Down by Radiohead. On to happier notes. List the top 5 things you spend the most time doing in order. So for number 1, God, I'm gonna have to say being a dog mom, because she really is just top priority no matter what. My girl, she's also in the room. Maybe I'll include that clip of her fucking barking as fuck. Oh. But she's really cute and actually a very good dog. We go on daily walks. We train every day, or almost every day. She literally does not like to train every day, so we don't. But my dog Echo, I love her so much. She was my 16th birthday present because I was convinced I was gonna be a dog trainer. I basically did become a dog trainer in that time. I learned a lot about dogs and how to train them, and I was very, very committed. So I did end up with a really brilliant dog because of that. It was February 2020. I got an accidental quarantine puppy, and it was not fun to train said puppy once quarantine was over because she was like 8 months old and hadn't ever met anyone. luckily now we have no issues. So the second thing I probably spend the most time doing is journaling. I'd be journaling. I've had 3 journals now. I've been journaling for like consistently since the end of 2023, so like not forever, but I've kind of journaled on and off throughout my whole life. I think it's one of those things that like that's how long it takes to build the freaking habit, because it is like so hard to get into. But once you're into it, it is really, really awesome. I love journaling, and like it's such a good creative outlet too. I will be making journaling videos, I think, and stationery videos, because like I said, I do indeed spend a lot of time journaling, and I spend a lot of money on stationery. So number 3 is making art. I would say like that's kind of in any capacity. To me right now, like I'm about to make art with this video. Like I'm gonna edit it together and make it creative and fun and make it, you know, a creative, artistic, you know, hobby for me, kind of. If I'm not drawing, I'm, you know, painting or creating, or just in any capacity, really. I love to create. For number 4, probably right now, spending time with my boyfriend. It used to be the number 1 thing, but my boyfriend's in college, so, you know, we don't get to see each other as much as we would like to, but we do spend a lot of time together still. But yeah, I also play a lot of The Sims. I really want to make some Sims Let's Plays, I think, because, or like create a Sims. I love The Sims, and I do game outside of The Sims, but right now, not really as much, because I've just been literally obsessed with The Sims again. This next question I'm gonna answer while I blend contour into my face. 3 songs you connect with right now. So I'm not gonna lie, I wrote these questions up before this video, and I did answer this one already because I didn't want to like scroll through my music trying to answer that question. But I would say right now, I connect with Crystal by Stevie Nicks a lot. I rewatched Practical Magic recently, and I love that movie, and I love that song. Next, I'm gonna have to say Burn by The Cure. It's probably my favorite song by them besides Fascination Street. God, I love that fucking song. I'm gonna have to listen to it after this, actually. And next, that I connect with right now, I put Lies in the Eyes of Love by Part Time. I don't know why, I just feel like that vibe kind of like suits the vibe I've been like fucking giving off lately. But I would say that like those 3 songs be changing up like literally probably daily. I'm a big music girl. I could literally do a whole video. I'm not kidding. I could do an entire video about music, so if you want me to do that, let me know. Which I'll probably do it anyway, like, I want to do that. What are you proud of but never have the excuse to talk about? Oh. The thing I'm proud about that I don't really have the excuse to talk about anymore is the fact that I was a dancer, and I was a pre-professional ballerina. Y'all, like training a lot, privates, the whole shebang, summer intensives, every summer, competing, training, stretching, the whole shebang. And unfortunately though, around the time that COVID happened, I moved from my hometown. When I moved away from my studio, even though it was only like a 30 minute drive, I love dance, but I was looking for other options closer to my house. I ended up starting to struggle with some depression and anxiety, and I've struggled with it my entire life, like literally my entire life. Junior year, I came back. All that stuff just got worse for me. Like I ended up getting really, really depressed, and then I started struggling with a lot of things. So I graduated, but it was a whole haul to graduate because I was struggling so badly with my mental health. Well, it turns out I just had borderline personality disorder, but I did not know that at the time. It was like literally my whole life. I literally thought I was gonna be a professional. I ended up teaching after I graduated, and I really enjoyed that. Well, moving forward from that, what is my dream job now? Like, now that I'm not a dancer, like, what the fuck am I doing? Well, that's a really good question. I have no the fuck idea. On top of having quite the clusterfuck of mental illnesses, I've developed a mystery illness that me and the doctors cannot figure out. So I don't have cancer though, so don't worry about that. I definitely don't have cancer. That's the only thing we've learned. I think I would really like to be a tattoo artist one day. I personally know that one day tattoos will help me move forward from a really dark place in my life, and I just think I would like to be able to offer that to people too. If you could live anywhere, where would you live? Now, I don't really know. I honestly just want to explore. I want to travel. I would really love to live on the road for a period of time. I think my dog would love to live on the road. I think my partner would love to live on the road. I think we would have a great time. But, however, I will retire where I'm from. I know the second I move away, I will feel the little mountain town calling back to me. Like, I just could not move away forever. So the last question is, are you afraid of being yourself around others? Why or why not? Yes, this is so scary to me. I literally live with such a fear of being perceived, and I think it holds me back from doing things. Unfortunately, I do have a diagnosis that also makes it really hard to trust my instincts. 4 years into DBT therapy now, and while I would like to sit here and pretend like, it's all in better and I'm on my way to remission, it's a really long road with diagnosis like mine, and I have a really negative perception of myself, and I have a really hard time understanding that people around me don't have that same perception. So I get really intimidated to be open with people. Also, I have really bad mirroring tendencies and identity issues, and it can just be hard to form my own kind of thoughts and opinions when I have the influence of people around me. I almost wonder if I'll ever really feel like I'm even being true to myself, because I kind of feel like my personality is just kind of shaped up of all the people I've ever met, which I know that's not true. But yeah, no, it's scary, and I know I'm not the only person that finds it terrifying to be true to myself around others. If you guys want, more education on borderline personality disorder, I'll leave a few articles below that kind of explain how it can affect someone in their life. Yeah, that's basically me. Hope you enjoyed watching me put makeup on and talk shit for real, because that's basically what I did. Please subscribe. You'll be seeing literally basically anything on this channel. I'll do vlogs, journaling, sit down videos, probably dog training videos, dog walking videos. I can make cooking videos. I could talk random shit for real. I could do anything. But in the next few days, you should be seeing a vlog and a journaling video, so make sure to stay tuned for those. Thank you all for watching, for real. For real, thank you for watching if you're still here. Anyway, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and you guys can also follow me on TikTok. I don't currently have a public Instagram, but if you would like to see a public Instagram, let me know and I can make one. Okay, take care, y'all. Love you. Bye.